Before we move on to learning harder exercises in calisthenics, I want to make sure that your joints are prepared for what's coming. Oftentimes we have wrist pains when we start doing push-ups, and it's not necessarily because anything is wrong with our wrists, but more that they're just weak because you never really train them. If I ask you, have you ever trained your wrists, you probably wouldn't even understand the question because you don't know how to train them. And there's a couple exercises that are really effective when it comes to strengthening the wrist. One is the palm raises, I call this. So not sure if you can catch it through the camera. What I'm doing here is I'm keeping all my fingers down on the floor, I mean all fours, and only lifting my wrist up. So all those fingers are flat on the ground. So not like that, I'm not lifting my whole finger up. Just keep all the fingers down and only lifting my wrist. If you do 5, 6, 7 repetitions of that, you probably start feeling a burning sensation straight away in your wrist, which is good. We're pumping blood in those muscles around the wrist, which is really important. To get better at it, let's say you can already do like 10, 12, maybe 15 of these palm raises. To increase the intensity, we're coming into our knee push-up position. Remember how we talked about, we're not bringing the hip up, we keep it down, and in this position, we start raising straight away. The exercise gets so much harder. Once you have this level, at least that you can do it on your knees, then you can move on and start doing normal push-ups. Remember, the hip's not coming up and it's not sagging down. Trying to keep it in line with your shoulders and the elbows coming out to a 45-degree angle, just like an airplane. I showed this in previous videos, but just once again, remember, if you flare your elbows out like this, it's not going to be very effective. So we're going to keep it a little bit lower, so that's the angle we're pushing from. So wrist turned out slightly, shoulder width apart. I'm tucking my bum in just like that, and with that I'm engaging my core, coming all the way down and up. I breathe in as I'm descending and breathe out as I come up. If this exercise is too challenging, then we can start using steps or box or anything that we can elevate the surface on. I'm going to use this step now. So if you can already do the knee push-ups, but you struggle with the normal push-ups, I recommend you to start using some sort of step, some sort of elevation. And then the same principle here. Core tight, tucking the bum under. If you can increase your repetition on a higher surface, pretty soon you're going to be able to do a few repetitions down on the floor.